Welcome back to MT Engineering. In this series of tutorial we are going to create this amazing maze thresher machine in Solidworks. I hope you enjoy it. Open a part, click OK. Then choose top plane sketch. Then choose center rectangle. Draw a rectangle from the center to there and add a dimension. And 1300 millimeter and 2300 millimeter. Exit the sketch. Then again we have to draw some sketches. Then go to 3D sketch, choose a line, draw a line with up to this point and there. Right click, select, choose this line and you have to choose a long Y. Then choose this line and this line, make them equal. Then again choose line, draw a line from there in ZX plane, right there and there. Right click, select, then and again you have to draw similar with this line. Then choose this line and this line, make them equal. Choose this line and this line, make it equal. Then again draw a line, 4 legs, right click, select, choose this line and this line, make equal. Then smart dimension, add a dimension. Add an angle. Then draw a horizontal line in Z direction. You have to add a dimension on it. Choose line. No, it's not proper, so we have to delete this line and again go to line, draw a line in YX plane up to there. Right click, select. Now it is good. Then again dimension at the angle 135 degree, and here 1500. Zoom it a little bit, and around 400 millimeter. Choose this line and this line. Mirror extend. Mirror about this plane, the front plane. Click OK. Now we get better line, but the legs are twisted, so make them along Y direction, along Y. Now it is fully defined. Now it is ready for weldment. Exit the sketch. Then choose structural members, standard and square tube. Then choose a size 2x2 and add new group. Choose this line, this line, this line, this and this line. Then click OK. Now we have to add another group. Again, we have to choose, we have to change the size 3x3. Then do this line and this line. Then we have to add another group, new group. Then again we have to choose this and this line without changing the size. Again, new group, choose this line and this line. We are going to make structural members here, this and this line. Choose, we are remaining the legs. Choose this. We have to make a new group here and choose this line and this line. Then click OK. Now we get these structural members. Then choose structural members and choose pipe and specify this size and choose group here and here. Then add new group, choose this line and this line, then click OK. So now the corners are not perfect, so we have to trim those. First hide. Okay, we have to make some sketches here to draw base for the legs. add the dimension 150 by 150. Now it is fully defined. Select OK, cancel it. We have to draw some sketches. Choose line and draw a center line from here to there. Right click, construction geometry, select this sketch and choose mirror extent, mirror about this line. Click OK. Exit the sketch, choose extrude boss base, extrude it around merge result and 20 mm, then click OK. Then choose corner rectangle, draw rectangle for the seat of the motor. Now it's better. Go to features, extrude boss base, reverse direction for offset from the sketch and around 10 mm, reverse direction. A little bit, increase it a little bit and click OK. 25 is good. Click OK. Again choose this face and sketch. Draw rectangle from this point around here. Smart dimension, add a dimension on it. Then offset entities, offset this line towards in reverse direction and click OK. Extrude it up to offset from surface and up to there. Choose this face, sketch. We have to draw a leg. First choose line and draw a line from this point to there. Right click, construction geometry and draw center rectangle here. Go to smart dimension and add a dimension on it. Now it is not fully defined. It's not at the middle of this rectangle. So choose this line and awake the middle point of this line. can't find it, so yes, choose this point and this point, make them horizontal. Now it is going to fully defined. Then up to surface, up to this face, extrude it. Now we get this feature. Again, hide the sketches. Here, we have to trim some ends. Choose this and this. Then click OK. Now we get a better ending. Now again trim this face and this. Yes, click that and click OK. Repeat the same process. Choose trim extent. Choose this face and this face. Specify corner type, this one, and click OK. Again for this one. Now the previous is better. Then we have to draw sketch here in this face. Choose a line, await the middle point, and draw from there to there. Sketch. Again choose line, await the midpoint of the center line, draw a line. Construction geometry. Choose this line and this midpoint and make them midpoint. Choose this line and this edge, make it coincidence. Then choose pointers and draw some pointers here. Draw a line, construction geometry. And then add the dimension on it. choose this midpoint, make them midpoint, delete this. We have enough sketch here. We have to mirror this, go to mirror extent with respect to about this line, deselect this line, then click OK. Exit the sketch, then go to hole wizard. We have to make a hole on this sketch. Go to features, hole wizard, then specify the hole, then choose down hole, specify the size 16mm and the depth around 600mm. Then go to position, then choose the point as you draw in the previous sketch. Now it is good, click OK. Now we get the holes. Apply material on it, right click, edit material, then choose iron and ductile iron, apply material and close it. Now we get the first part. Open parts, click OK. Then choose front plane, sketch, normal, and go to lines, sketch lines, sketch a line from this point to there, and choose the line in the midpoint of the sketch and make it midpoint. Then again go smart dimension, add a dimension from the center of the line to the end of the line and type 415mm. Then choose the line construction geometry, then draw a line like this, and again in the opposite direction draw the same similar line. Then choose this line and this line, make it equal. Choose this line and this line, no, this line and this line, make equal. Then you have to add a dimension on it, type a dimension 100mm and here 80mm. Then choose 3-point arcs, choose this point and this point, drag it as much as you can and drop that there, and we get this curve. So we have to select all of these lines and offset into this. Choose offset, deselect this line and type it the dimension, offset dimension 60mm, click OK. Then choose a line, fill the gap between this and this line, and again here similarly close the gap, select. Then it is ready. Go to features, extrude both base, keep mid plane and extrude it around 1200mm. Now we get this feature and choose top plane, sketch, draw line, right click construction geometry, draw center rectangles, add dimension on it, choose dimension, add dimension, (250). Then specify this dimension 250mm. Then extrude cut, flip the direction through all, click OK. Then again choose top plane, sketch normal, choose this edge, this and this edge, convert entities, go to features, extrude both base, choose offset from surface, choose this face and rotate. It will make this part from this face and type the dimension, then click OK. Now choose this face, sketch normal, then choose center rectangle, and here draw rectangle from here around there, and go to smart dimension, add a dimension on it, specify this height, around 75mm, and here 150mm. Then exit the sketch. Then we have to draw another sketch in new plane, so we add new plane which is parallel to the right plane and flip the direction around, type the dimension around 400mm, then click OK, and again choose this plane and sketch, then go to rectangle and draw a rectangle here, put it around there. Draw a line, make it construction geometry, choose this point and this line, make it coincidence, and again go to smart dimensions and specify the dimension of this sketch. Now it is fully defined, so go to exit the sketch, and now using these two sketches and using lofted boss base, choose this point and this point, we get this feature. Hide this sketch, and it is fully solid inside, so we have to choose shell and type the distance thickness of 5 mm, then click OK. Now we get this shell, so we have to cut this feature here. So go to top plane sketch and go back to wireframe and choose the inside edges, then go to trim extent, then cut this line here and these unnecessary lines. Now it is ready. Then go to features, extrude cut, cut it around, flip the direction, cut it around there, drag it up a little bit, now it is perfect. I think this is perfect. Click OK. Go back to solid edges. Now we get this hollow shape. So you can add an appearance on it. Now I think this looks beautiful. Here's the second part. Choose parts, click OK. Then draw a circle, smart dimension, specify the dimension of this circle around 600 mm. Go to features, extrude boss base, then keep mid plane, click OK. Then choose top plane sketch, draw a line, From this, right click construction geometry, draw a circle, type a dimension, $30mm, and specify the dimension of this circle around 30 mm diameter. Go to features, extrude both base, offset from surface, then type around 60mm height, then click OK. Then choose right plane, sketch, go to zoom to this feature and choose a line, draw line, and choose this line, specify the dimension of this line, 9.5mm, and here 40mm. Choose this edge and specify the dimension 1mm, zoom it a little bit and specify drag it down a little bit and specify the dimension from this point to this, from this edge to this line around 1mm. Now go to 3-point arcs, choose this point and this point up to there, specify the dimension of this arc, around 450mm. Then you have to choose line and draw center line. Then choose smart dimension and add dimension on this around 60mm. Go to features, revolve cut, click OK. Now we get this feature, so choose both of these features and we have to pattern, we have to choose linear pattern, as the direction, choose this face and type a dimension, the distance between these around 72mm, and type the instance 16, then click OK. Then choose this linear pattern and you have to go to circular pattern, choose this face and type a dimension, type the number of instances, around 20 number of instances, then click OK. choose this face, sketch, go to circle, draw circle here, smart dimension, specify this circle diameter, go to features, extrude boss base, extrude it around 250mm, then click OK. In the opposite direction, choose this face, sketch, choose the center and draw a circle, specify the diameter of this circle around 80mm, then go to features, extrude boss base, around 55mm, extrude boss base around 80mm, then click OK. Now we get this part. You can add a material by using right click and edit material, then specify the material you want. Okay. Then go to front plane sketch and choose circle, draw a circle from this center and specify the diameter of this circle 830mm. Draw a line from this point around there, right click, construction geometry, then go to trim extent entities, then trim this outer edge of this circle and go to smart dimension, specify the dimension around 175mm, then choose line, draw line around here and again in the opposite direction, choose this point and draw a line around here, choose this line and this line, make it equal, then smart dimension, type the dimension around 80mm. Now we have to offset this line, select all of this line, deselect this line and deselect this all and go to offset entities, offset it around 50mm, click OK. Then you have to fill these edges, this gap, and similarly here. Extrude boss base, keep mid plane and type the dimension around 1150mm. Then choose top plane sketch and choose slot and specify the dimension. These are around 12mm. Now it is fully defined. So go to features, extrude cut it around here through all, and we get this. Then choose this feature and choose linear pattern around this axis, along this axis, and specify the distance between the gap between each of the patterns. Make it 75mm and specify the instances, 8 instances. Then in direction 2, choose this axis and similarly specify the gap 75mm and number of instances to 8. We have to flip the direction, then click OK. Now we get this. So again, choose this linear pattern and we have to choose circular pattern, choose this face and type angle around 60° and number of instances around 13 number of instances. It's good, it looks good. And in the direction 2, activate the direction 2 and type 60° and specify the number of instances to 13. Make it equal spacing. Choose equal spacing and again specify the dimension, the angle. Now it looks good, then click OK. So we get this part. Again choose right plane, sketch, and choose a rectangle. Draw a rectangle around here. Go to smart dimensions, specify the dimension of this height around 250mm and this width 100. Now we get fully defined sketch. Go to features, extrude cut, then click OK. Now this is our part. You can add an appearance on it. Choose this color, click OK. Save it. Now the second part, choose part and choose right plane, sketch, go to rectangle, draw a rectangle around here and draw a line. It's the middle of the sketch. Then choose this and go to smart dimension and specify the dimension of this sketch. Exit the sketch. Go to plane, choose right plane and offset it around 830 millimeter. Then again choose this plane and sketch. Again we go to rectangle, choose rectangle and draw a rectangle from this point around here. Go to smart dimension, specify the dimension of this rectangle. Exit the sketch. Again choose this plane and offset from the plane one around 800 millimeter. Click OK. Choose this face and sketch. Again choose rectangle, draw center rectangle here and draw a line up to there. Construction geometry, go to smart dimension, specify the dimension of this rectangle. Exit the sketch. Now again we have to add a new plane, offset from plane 2 around 300 millimeter and click OK. Choose this plane, sketch, and again choose this edge of the previous sketch and convert into this. Exit the sketch. Now hide all of the planes. You have to edit this part first. Delete this dimension here. And drag it down a little bit down. Then go to smart dimension, choose this line and this line around 240 millimeter, then exit the sketch. Now it looks good. So hide normal to this and hide all of the planes. Then using lofted boss base command, we choose this point and this point, click OK, choose lofted boss base command and show these sketches. Then choose lofted boss base and choose this edge here and here. Drag this point up to there. Now we get perfect. Click OK. And hide this sketch again and choose this point. Go to lofted boss base. Choose this point and this point. Choose this point and this point. Then click OK. Hide all of these unnecessary sketches. Then choose this face and go to shell, specify the thickness to 10 millimeter and click OK. Now we get this hollow shape. Choose this face sketch, go to wireframe, choose these inner edges and outer. Choose this edge, and this. And finally this. Then convert into this. Go to 3-point arc. Specify the dimension of this arc. Go to trim extend and trim this line. Then go to line and fill this line. Now we get, I think it looks perfect. Make it tangent. Now it is fully defined. Back to solid edges and go to feature, extrude cut, cut it through all bows and click OK. Now choose this face and sketch. Draw a rectangle from this point up to there. Go to Smart Dimension, specify the dimension. Go to Features, Extrude Boss Base, flip direction. It looks good. Click OK. Then choose front right plane, and offset from right plane. This feature and mirror about this. Then hide this plane. It looks good. And choose a line, draw a line from there to there, construction geometry. Again, choose this line, draw a line from the midpoint. Again, make it construction geometry. And go to Smart Dimension, define the dimension of this. Now go to circle. First define these lengths. Go to circle, choose the center point here and up to here. Now it is fully defined. So go to Features, Extrude Cut, through all bows, click OK. Then choose this face, sketch, and to look it better, cut it around here. Then choose rectangle, draw a rectangle around there and define the dimension. Define a dimension around 250 millimeter from this point, 210 millimeter here, 100 millimeter. Now it is fully defined. Go to Features, Extrude Cut, back to the main view, Now we get this. You can add an appearance on it if you want. Open part. Then go to extrude boss base, choose front plane and draw a circle. And smart dimension, add dimension. $150mm and offset entities. Choose this circle, offset around 7mm. Again choose this and offset entities. Here 11mm to the inside. Then choose line, draw line around there. And again draw a line from this point around here. Then go to smart dimension, specify this angle 25 degree and this line, choose this line and mirror about this line. Click OK and using trim entities, trim unnecessary parts. Click OK. Go to circular pattern and type the number of instances to 6. Then click OK. Then extrude boss base, extrude it around 20mm and again choose this face and sketch. Choose outer edge and this circle, convert entities. Choose this point, drag it up to there to make it close circle. Then again next go to extrude boss base, around 3mm. Choose front plane, mirror. Now we get what we wanted now. So choose right plane, sketch. We need some groove here for the belt. First you have to draw an axis. Right click, construction geometry. Then zoom it and go to line. Draw a line from here to there. Like here. To close it, through these outer lines. Specify this angle to 120 degree. Similar for this. Here 3mm, and again here 3mm. Choose this line, and this defines the dimension to 5mm. Then go to revolved scat and click OK. Now here we get this groove for the placement of the belt. You can add an appearance on it. Now it looks good. The second part. Choose parts and go to front plane sketch. Here choose offset entities, offset around 50mm in the outward direction, and choose this circle and offset entities. Offset it around 20mm toward this inside, and choose the line, draw line, construction geometry. Choose a line again and draw a line from this circle up to this circle. Right click, construction geometry. Sorry, it is not construction geometry. Go to smart dimension and specify the angle 25 degree, and mirror extent. Choose this line and mirror about this, then click OK, and erase unnecessary parts. Click OK. Now go to circular pattern underneath the linear pattern. Now we can select it, so go to simply circular pattern and direction, give the direction, and choose those lines and arcs. And here we go. Sorry, here we need the number of instances, 6. Then click OK. Now we get this sketch. So go to features, extrude boss base, extrude it around keep mid plane and extrude it around. (23mm). Click OK. Choose this face and sketch. Choose both of these arcs. Choose this point and drag it there. Then extrude both bases. Extrude it around 10mm. Mirror it with respect to the front plane. Then choose right plane, sketch, draw a line from this point to there, there and there. To close this sketch, we draw these unnecessary lines. Then let's go to Smart Dimension. Specify the dimension between these. (120). Here 3mm, and here again 3mm. Choose this and this line and specify the dimension. Choose a line as an axis of revolution. Choose this line and make it construction geometry. Go to features, we choose the revolved cut. Now we get this pulley. Here is the next part. Similarly, choose part, click OK. Choose top plane, sketch. Choose center rectangle. Draw a rectangle from this point and specify the dimension. Extrude it around 5mm. Make it construction geometry. Choose this line and this. Make it midpoint. Draw center arcs. Choose this edge and this. Make equal this and this equal. Here type the dimension. Now it is fully defined. Go to extrude boss base, extrude it around 5 mm. Then draw a line, make it construction geometry, and again choose line from this point around here and here. Then type 33 radius, specify the dimensions. Now I think it is fully defined. Add a new circle here. Again specify this dimension 60 mm and go to features, extrude boss base, twenty mm, then click OK. Choose this face and sketch, draw center line around here, construction geometry, make it equal, and 105 82.5 mm here. Draw a couple of lines, make them equal, here. Now through all, keep it through all, and click OK. Choose this face, sketch, choose circle here, I'll make the circle center and draw circle here. From the midpoint, choose this circle and this circle, make it equal, and specify the dimension here around 10 mm. Extrude cut through all and click OK. Then choose this sketch and draw a rectangle here. Choose this point, drag it up to there. Okay, extrude cut, through all, click OK. If you want, you can add an appearance on it. Open parts, choose front plane, sketch, and choose rectangle, draw a rectangle, and go to smart dimension, define a dimension 400mm and 380mm. Then select this sketch and choose fillet, specify the radius of fillet to 30mm, dimension each fillet and click OK. Click OK. Then go to features, extrude both base, extrude it around in reverse direction around 100mm. Click OK and choose this face, sketch, and draw a circle here from the center. Go to smart dimension, define the diameter of this circle 310 degree, 10mm. Extrude both base, extrude it 320mm. Choose this face again and sketch, draw a circle around here. Choose this circle and define the diameter of this circle to 400mm and go to extrude both base, extrude it 120mm, then click OK. Choose this face, and to see it properly we have to cut some we have to give a section view and sketch here. Draw a line as construction geometry. Again, draw a horizontal line as construction geometry. Choose a slot and draw a slot here. Go to convert entities, choose this edge and click OK. Go to smart dimension, define the dimension of this slot to 50mm and the distance between these two lines or the diameter of this arc to 6mm. The distance between the center line and this horizontal line around 8mm. Then exit the dimension, edit these lengths to 40mm Select this slot and go to copy entities, copy and paste it here. Again, repeat this process again and again. Choose a start point here and drag it up to there. Sorry. Exit. Undo this process. Select both of these slots. Go to select these both of slots and go to move entities. Copy entities. Choose a start point and drag it up to there. Again, select all of these slots. Copy entities. Delete these slots. Again, define the start point here up to there. Again, I skipped some of this work. Select all of these and go to mirror entities, mirror about this line and click OK. And again select all of these slots and mirror entities, mirror about this line and click OK. Go to features, extrude boss base, extrude it up to this surface. First choose the area to be extruded, or we have to select contours, zoom it a little bit. Select all of the contours and I'll skip some of this since it is repeated process. Do the same for the opposite sketches. To make the selection easier, you have to zoom it. Now we select all of these sketches, contours, and up to choose up to this face and up to this face and click OK. Wait it. Now we get these nice vents. Now again we have to do something here. Choose this face, sketch. To see it easy, we have to section some part of this sketch and section view, click OK. Choose this face, normal to this face. Now first we have to convert these edges. Go to convert entities, select this edge, this arc and this edge. Click OK. Now it is converted. Go to trim entities, trim this unnecessary part, draw a line from the center up to there, make it construction geometry. Here again, choose line, draw a line. Again, choose a line, draw a line, specify the dimension to 65, here 65, gain this arc to a radius of 25, choose this point and there, specify the distance to 40 millimeter. Choose this point and this point to 60. Drag it this point around here. Again drag this point. Go to smart dimension. Select this line and specify the distance to 30 millimeter. Again choose this line and this, specify the angle to 40 degree. Choose this and this to 15. Now around 25. Now it is fully defined. Select all of these sketches. Then go to mirror entities, mirror about this line, then click OK. Now we get this, and we have to trim unnecessary parts. Go to features, extrude both base, extrude it around 90, sorry, 150. Since it is too long, around 90. Rebuild it. Now we get this. Choose this face and sketch. Drag it, and again section view sum, normal. Similarly, we have to go to convert entities, convert these edges, click OK. Go to line, draw a line, a vertical line as a construction geometry. Go to rectangle, draw a rectangle around here. Go to smart dimension, specify all of these dimensions. Choose fillets and specify the radius of the fillet, 2 mm, then click OK. Drag it a little bit up. Select all of these sketches. Similarly, copy entities, start point, choose a start point, and repeat the process again and again, and trim some unnecessary parts. Trim these lines. Now all of the sketches are closed. So we have to select all of these sketches, then mirror entities, go to mirror entities, mirror about this line, then click OK. Now exit the sketch, back to normal view. Here is our sketch. So go to extrude boss base, select one point from the sketch, one edge, extrude boss base, choose one edge and extrude boss base, then change this to up to surface and choose this face, then click OK. Now we get another vent here. It looks beautiful, but we have to do something. Click the front and draw a circle. Go to Smart Dimension, specify the diameter of the circle to 150. I have to decrease this to 50. Then go to Features, Extrude Boss Base, extrude it around 150 millimeter. We have to draw some vein here. Convert into this. Undo this process. Offset into this. Reverse the direction. Type the distance 50 millimeter and click OK. Go to Extrude Cut. Cut it around 110 millimeter. Offset from the surface around 2. No, we have to edit this feature. Click this and edit features. Here offset, reverse this direction and click OK. Now it is closed, but it is hollow inside. So choose this face and sketch. Choose polygon. Specify the number of sides. Draw here. Specify the side of this polygon to 6 millimeter and click OK. Go to Features, Extrude Cut. Cut it around 40mm depth. Now we get this notch. Select this feature and fill pattern. Go to fill pattern. Choose this face. Specify the gaps to 20 and the angle to 50. The first is better, so click OK. Go to section view, section this around here, normal to this face, select this face and sketch. We have to convert this edge, convert entities, convert this circle here, and this line, and this line, this line. Click OK. Go to line, draw line. Here we are going to do the base of this motor. First, you have to draw half of this base, and finally we will mirror this part. Smart dimension, specify all of these dimensions. Specify this height to 25. Choose this line. Then select all of these sketches. Choose this line and this line. Go to mirror entities, mirror about this line, and click OK. Here we have to trim some unnecessary parts. Go to trim entities, trim these outer lines. Now we get this So click OK, go to features, extrude boss base. Oh, I can't. Back to cancel it and back to normal view. Extrude boss base. Choose this face. Select up to surface, up to this face, and click OK. But there is one problem here. We have to select the other side of the sketch. So we have to edit this part. Again, drag it and choose this face, then click OK. Now we get this beautiful motor. Here, choose. You have to, if you want, you can add an appearance on it. Go to appearance, part 5. Engineering. This is the final assembly of this MAIZE thresher machine using Solidworks, and here we will see many assembly commands, assembly mates, how to use design library in Solidworks, and finally we will add this cool animation on it using motion steady. So keep watching. I hope you enjoy it. Open assembly, click OK. Then open parts, click parts and select all of this and open. The first part is inserted and by default it is fixed. Place it around here. The second part, adjust the view and put there and drop here at the front. I think this pulley, I'll place it here, and this big pulley I'll place it here, and this motor I'll place it here, and the second here. Now it is ready for assembly. But there is some problem here. We have to edit this sketch. So click this, edit part, save and continue. First you have to save this assembly, then edit this part, drag it down and go to sketch, edit this sketch. So here is, we forgot to specify the dimension of this distance, so click this and go to smart dimension, add a dimension on it, specify the dimension here, type the distance 82.5 millimeter, then exit the sketch and exit the part. Now it is ready to mate. So choose this face, mate, and this face, then click OK. Drag it towards up here, and again choose this face and this circular face, mate, circular mate, and again choose this face and this face, coincidence mate. Similarly, we will do similar to that. Choose this face, concentric mate, again choose this face and this circular face, concentric mate, choose this face and this face, coincidence mate. Now click OK. Here we have to go to design library, click add in now. The toolbox is loaded, so go to asymmetric, choose bearing, choose ball bearing, and choose radial ball bearing. Again, hover around this circular edge of this bearing and click there. So specify the size here. $40. Now it is too large, so we have to decrease this a little bit. Now we get 3 by 25. Here is 25 is a bore diameter, and again place it around this face, and it is, then we don't need extra, click X. We have to add a mate on it, so click this mate and go to advanced mate. We have to apply width mate here, choose width mate, click the back face and this face and the opposite face. It is placed in the center. Apply similar to this, choose this face, apply width mate and this part of opposite face, and again this face and this face. It will properly centered. So go to this and edit this part. We have to make it detailed display and with a cage. Here is the detailed view, show us the balls of the bearing. It is ball bearing and we add a cage on it. Then I think it is ready. Then so click OK. Right click, edit toolbox components. and apply similar thing to this. Go to detailed and add a cage. Click OK. So choose this face and mate, and this face, coincidence mate. Click OK. And drag it around here. Again, go to advanced mate, choose width mate, choose this face and this opposite face, and again this face and exact opposite of this face. This is placed in the center. Choose this face and this circular face. Go to standard mates and choose concentric mate. Now it is concentric with this. Similarly, choose this face and this face, concentric mates. Drag it a little bit out. Choose this face and this bottom face and coincidence mate. Click OK. Drag it around here. Zoom it a little bit. We have to go to advanced mate, choose this face and the opposite of this part face, and again this and the opposite. Now it is properly centered. Choose this face I think you get the idea about width mate. Click OK. Again, choose width mate. Choose this face, and in the next tab section, choose this and this mate. Click OK. Go to standard mate. Choose this face and this face. Coincidence. Click OK. Choose this face and this bottom face. Coincidence. Click OK. And here, go to advanced mate, width mate, choose this face and this face, and again choose this and this face. It is properly centered. Click OK. Now we have to assemble this part. Choose this face, mate, and here choose this face, click OK. Choose this face and this face, coincidence, mate. Similarly, do the same thing here. Now it is rotating. We have to assemble it properly here. Choose this and this, coincidence. Choose this face and this face, coincidence, mate. Choose this part and this part. We have to lock rotation, lock this part. Now they are rotating together. If the pulley is rotating, the tracer will rotate with it. So choose this face, mate, and this face, coincidence, click OK. Save this part, save this assembly, sorry. Go to assembly features, belt and chain, choose this inside face of the pulley and this face. Now we get this belt. Now they are rotating together. Here choose 3 parts and make isolate. Now it is isolated from all of these part assembly, and we have to edit this part. So go to edit part and choose this face, sketch. We have to fill this area so the corners will not fall out. Choose this edge, this edge, and this. Go to convert entities. It is converted. Drag this point. Oh, it doesn't meet properly, so go to 3-point arc. Choose this point and this point around there. Similarly, do this thing for this face. Now it is closed. We have to draw a circle for to pass the shaft and specify the diameter there to 100mm and go to features, extrude boss base, extrude it around 10mm, around 50mm, and click OK. Choose this feature. we have to mirror it. Choose mirror entities about the front plane and click OK. Now it is closed from both of the sides. Exit isolate sketch and exit edit part. Now it is properly placed. So save this part. Here we have to make a real belt. So edit this feature. Go scroll it down and create belt part. Check create belt part and click OK. Now it is treated as one part and we have to edit this part. Then go to sketch, choose this line and edit the sketch. But first choose top plane and plane. We have to make a plane at this point which is parallel to the top plane of the part. Click this point and it is ready. Choose this plane and sketch. Zoom it towards this area. Choose line, draw a line around here, and close it. Right click, select, go to features, swept both base, choose this face and this sketch. It is ready, so click OK. Now the belt is ready. Choose this sketch and hide it. You can add an appearance on it. Go to appearance, choose swept one and make the appearance around black. Now it is ready. It will rotate together with the above pulley. You'll see this motion later when we go to motion steady. Now save this assembly, rebuild and save externally this belt. Choose this. We have to edit this part. You have to add a leg on this feature. So go to 3D sketch, edit the sketch. Go to line, draw a line along Y here, right click, select, and again choose line, draw a line along Y axis and select, choose this line, make them equal, and choose this and any of these lines and make equal. Now it is fully defined, so exit the sketch. We have to unhide this part, this sketch, and go to weldments, choose structural members and standard ANSI inch, type to square tube and size for 3 by 3 and new group, choose new group, click these sketches. Now click OK. We have to hide this sketch. Think it is ready. So exit edit part. First we have to do something. Choose this face linear pattern along this direction in reverse direction, then click OK. Now it is ready. Exit edit part. Here we have to make a hole to fasten this assembly. And go to position, choose this face, zoom it a little bit, drop the pointers here, the hole positions around here and here. In the opposite, choose around here, hover around here, and we get the center here and here. Now it is intersecting, so we have to decrease the distance. I think 400 is better. It doesn't intersect with any of other parts, so click OK. We will put OK, the same thing. Go to section view and flip the section to the top plane, right click. Okay, it is ready. Normal to this face. And similarly, go to hole wizard. We have to add some hole here. Choose 25 diameter size. Position this face. Place this hole around this point and this point, and the opposite around here and this point. So click OK. Since we don't need any other holes, back to normal view, and here go to, we have to add a bolt. So go to bolt and screws, head, hex head, choose this head and choose formed hex screw. Place it around here. Zoom it a little bit. Change the size to 20, M20, length to 140 millimeter, and choose chamfer. Here is, then click OK. Place here another bolt and choose this inside face and this face. It will mate automatically. And in the opposite direction, choose the inside face and here choose this inside and this face. Choose this inside and this face. Drop it here. Now, since you don't need another bolt, click X. Drag it a little bit up. We have to add a mate on it. Mate. Choose this circular face. Click OK. Choose this face and this face. Coincidence mate. Click OK. Then click OK. Here we have to add the same thing to this motor. Snap back this tree and go to design library, choose bolt, place it here, snap back this and choose M16. Specify the length of the bolt. Now I think this is good. Click OK. Okay, change the length around 120 and schematic. It will show you the real thread, but it is now we choose simplified, then click OK. Similarly, drop these bolts on these holes. Now it is matte. Choose this face and click OK. Exit insert components. Now we have to save it, rebuild and save, and here we will add nuts. Go to design library, choose nuts, hex nut and hex nut, hex heavy nut, place it in at this bolt. The size, choose M20, double chamfered, and choose schematics, then click OK. Choose this face and place the nuts here and here. Zoom it out, and we have to add another nut here. Go to design library, and choose hex flange nut. Place it here. We will apply it later. It is not properly placed. Go to schematics, choose size M20, then click OK. So place this nut here, choose this face, then click OK. Choose this face and this circular face, click OK. In the opposite direction, we did similar to the previous. Place it here. Choose this face and this face. Place it here. Upon click, it will place it there, then exit this. We have to add a mate. Go simply choose this face, mate with this face, flip the direction, click OK, then click OK, exit mate. Now our assembly is ready. We have to add animation on it. Go to motion steady, choose animation, choose motor and choose this face, specify the speed and click OK. Then hit calculate or play button. It is calculating. Choose the playback mode to normal and disable auto key creation. Enable auto key creation mode and choose this face and change transparency. It will place automatically. It will add the key. Choose right side view. Disable auto key creation. Scroll the time bar around this 8 seconds. Tap this and choose this view. It will add key and scroll the time bar around this 12 seconds. Tap this and tap spacebar. Choose this view, top view. It will add automatically the key. Scroll it around 16 seconds. Tap this and back to isometric view. It will add automatically. Then calculate. Snap this to bottom. Now it is ready. So thanks for watching. I hope you are enjoyed.